A very good morning to you. We are coming live to you from Dedan Kimathi University of Technology in Nyeri County, where we are hosting the Kenya National Music Festivals. Today on set, I have a guest from the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. Mr. Gichinga, kindly tell us who you are, why you are here, and why this event.
My name is Johnson Gichinga, Senior Placement Officer, Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service. We have partnered with the Kenya National Music Festival as partners and also as an opportunity to interact with the high school students who have come for the event, so that we offer them career guidance. We advise them on uptake of courses, the cluster, the subject selection, so that when they go back to their school, they are able to prepare themselves well in terms of career choice. That's why we are here.
Thank you so much. Basically, one would ask that what is the mandate of Kuccps? Are they the ones who set the fees? Are they the ones who will give us a school to go to? What basically does Kuccps do? What's your mandate?
First of all, Kuccps is a state corporation established under the Universities Act of 2012 with the mandate to coordinate placement of government-sponsored students to universities and colleges. When we talk about universities, we place students to both public and private universities. Currently, we have 69 universities, 39 of them are public, and 30 of them are private universities. Then when we talk of colleges, we have different categories. We have national polytechnics, we have 11 of them. We have Institute of Science and Technology, we have Technical Training Institutes, we have technical and vocational colleges, and then we also have teacher training colleges, both primary and secondary. We have 32 primary teachers colleges and 3 secondary diploma teachers colleges. So we place students into all those institutions, and we also place students into other ministries, TVET within other ministries. For example, we have Railway Training Institute, we have KESRA, which is Kenya Revenue Authority, is a college called KESRA. We also place students to Badari Maritime Academy, Kenyan Training Center, Moredat Institute of Oil and Gas, Kenya Water Institute, Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, to name but a few. We also disseminate information on available programs, the costs, and the area of study prioritized by the government. Okay. We also advise the government on student placement into colleges and universities. And lastly, we develop career guidance program for the benefit of high school students. Okay. So that is our mandate. And therefore, when it comes to the cost, we don't set the cost of the program. That is the mandate of Higher Education Laws Board together with the University Funding Board. Okay. Yes.
Just recently, we saw that there was an extension of the intervarsity transfer. Could you kindly outline to us the process that the very first process when I do an application to join a university to when I do a revision and when I finally now get that final placement?
The placement process starts very early. It starts actually when a student is in high school. Okay. Through what we call center application. So when students are still in high school, because they have their teachers with them, they are able to get guidance from their career teachers, and they are able to make their career, the choices of the university and the courses that they would wish to go and pursue. Then after the results are out, before we process whatever they applied through the school application, we give them an opportunity to interrogate the choices that they made earlier in the school, a process we call revision of courses. Okay. So during the revision, the student is able to see his or her cluster points, and they are able now also to see the previous year's cutoff point. Okay. And on that basis, they are able to make the right choice on which university they can fit in and which course. Then after we do the processing after first revision, those who are not eligible or those who made the wrong choice, we give them more opportunity by opening the portal for a second revision. We go up to even third revision.
Okay.
Then thereafter, there are those that will miss out completely. We don't throw them away.
Okay.
We might request them to give us a go-ahead to be able to share them out to the remaining programs.
Okay.
But because we know maybe the program that we have shared them out into may not be their passion.
Yeah, sure.
So to further align their career, we open a window for inter-institution transfer.
Okay.
So we do not call it inter-university transfer, we call it inter-institution, because you can move from a diploma to a degree, or you can move from a degree to a diploma. So it is an inter-institution because both TVET and the university, they are linked in our system. So the inter-institution transfer is to enable the student now to align. Maybe they never selected, they could have maybe qualified to go to a certain course of their passion in a given university, but they never chose that university initially. But now, during the inter-institution transfer, they are able to check the cutoff point of various universities, and then when they compare with their cluster point, they are able to see if I had selected this particular university initially, I would have secured a course there.
Okay.
So the inter-institutional transfer give them an opportunity to be able now to go into that career that they have a passion in. That is why we open that opportunity. Now, for the process of inter-institution transfer, it is online.
Okay.
Because all our activities are done online. So the students simply need to log in into their student portal, go to the programs, select the program of their choice, check the cutoff points against their cluster points, and then also check the minimum subject requirement as per the regulator of that program. Now, if they are satisfied that they meet all those requirements for a certain course in a given university, then they pick that program code. Then they go to the transfer icon in the dashboard. They click on that. They put that program code. Then they give us the reason why they are transferring. We need to know why. So that, as I said earlier, in our mandate is to advise the government on the placement of students to both universities and colleges. So we need to document these reasons so that we can further advise the government on which courses are popular, which courses, so that the government, even when they are doing their funding, they know which courses they are going to fund more than the other. Then once they put the reason, then there is some payment, because there are resources that are required to process these requests. So there is a fee, an application fee of 1,000 shillings, which they pay through pay bill 820201, and then account they put their index number starting with the year that they did their exam. Then after that, the request proceeds to the receiving institution. The receiving institution here is where the student wants to transfer to. Then they endorse that transfer. Then it gets back to the institution where this student was placed earlier. We call it the releasing institution. Once the releasing institution have endorsed, then the request goes to the Kuccps for Kuccps to review. For us, when it comes to us, we check whether this student have met all the necessary qualification. Then after that, once we are satisfied that this student have met everything, then we do a letter where the student can be able to download still in the student portal. Then once they download that IIT letter, they present it now to the new institution, so that new institution can now prepare the joining instruction and the admission letter. So that is the transfer process.
Quite a detailed process we have there, and I suppose that we've gotten every detail from the process, and we can follow through, especially where you are doing the inter-institution transfer, from where you have the receiving institution to where you finally get a letter from your portal. one would ask, what are the benefits that I get from applying to an institution through Kuccps, that I don't choose to just go there myself and maybe go through the self-sponsored and all that? What are the benefits that I accrue from applying through Kuccps?
Once the application through Kuccps ensure merit.
Okay.
It ensure merit because it is a system-based.
Okay.
Yes. Our job is to put the capacity that have been declared by institutions.
Okay.
And we set the minimum requirement as set by the professional bodies.
Okay.
They give us their requirement. From there, the system opens for everybody.
Okay.
So it ensures merit. You don't have to know anyone in Kuccps for you to be placed.
Yeah, sure.
So we ensure that merit. We also ensure that we have what we call national cohesion, because a student from Turkana will come to Dedan Kimathi.
Okay.
A student from Nyeri County will go to Kisumu in Maseno. So we ensure that national cohesion. And we also ensure fairness and equity, because even the people who come from marginalized areas, we have affirmative action, which ensure that everybody is taken care of. We also have what we call affirmative action on disability, so that the student with the disability are also taken care of by lowering some points to make sure that they get the courses of their choice.
Okay.
Yes.
That's quite elaborate and well explained. Coming back to where we are making payments, maybe I've made payment and during the dialing process, maybe entering the amount, I've made an overpayment, or sometimes I want a refund because maybe I changed my mind through the process. So how do I go about it? How do I get my money back?
We have had cases of students maybe paying wrongly, because the payment you need to, after the pay bill, you need to put your account, and the account is your student index number, the high school index number, starting with the year that you did your exam. So some students they interchange the numbers and all that. So if at all you have done either payment, you have done it wrongly, or you have overpaid, so you just request by writing an email to info@kuccps.ac.ke. And in that request, you indicate the number that you paid, that is the mobile phone number that you paid that money. Then indicate your account. And then from there, you send the request to that email, and it will take 7 days for us to process and return the money back to the phone that was used to pay. But now you see, even if you don't request, automatically, if you have sent it to the wrong account, automatically our system will detect and return money back to the phone. So some students, they normally do their application, whether it is the initial application or the transfer, through the cyber cafe. And then they ask the person of the cyber to pay for them. And therefore, when the money comes, it will go back to the mobile phone number that was used to pay. So sometimes they come to us asking, oh, I paid, but I have not received the refund. It is because we send money back to the phone. So if you use the cyber cafe, just go there and make sure you get your money back. Yes.
It is important to have information, and dissemination of the same is quite a crucial process. Therefore, I'd have a follow-up question concerning the placement, where one will say, suppose I failed to secure my choice during application from high school, did not do a revision and got a diploma placement. Can I wait for a fresh application in the next year? Like, how many times do you allow me as a candidate, maybe from high school, to apply through Kuccps?
If you have already secured a diploma, that is a placement. So we cannot place you again because you can't benefit twice. The only thing you can do is to do a transfer. So and I have said we allow for transfer from TVET to university and vice versa. So if you secured a diploma and that was not your wish, you had a grade that can enable you to go and take a degree, then you do a transfer from TVET to university through that process that we have just explained.
Thank you so much. That is quite clear. Now, you've talked about career guidance as one of your key areas of focus, especially within your mandate. Could you kindly tell us more about it?
Now, career guidance is a very, very important component and a mandate that we have been given. And we start very early when the student have just started their journey in Form 1. Because some of the schools, some high schools, they select subject when they are in Form 1 in Term 3. Others select when they are in Form 2 Term 1. Others in Form 2 Term 2, and so on. So we work very closely with the schools, whereby a school can invite us to go and talk to their Form 1s and Form 2s during the subject selection, and also to the Form 3 and Form 4s on how the university or college application is done. That is one. Then we normally have career guidance teacher sensitization, which we done online. So we normally send an invite to all the schools, and we request that they allow their career guidance teacher to join our online sensitization. We are also training the teachers. This is now a 3-day training where we are working with collaboration with Kenya Education Management Institute, KEMI, to train the career guidance teachers, because we have realized most of them are hard-picked and they don't have a lot of information to be able to guide these students. So we want to train teachers across the country, because we may not have the capacity to go into each and every school in this country. But when we train the teachers, then we know we are covered. So right now, in the month of June, we trained 25 teachers from 23 counties. And this year we want to train around 30 teachers from 30 counties. So that is one way we are trying to do the career guidance, by equipping the teachers with the necessary skills to be able to guide the student in the right manner. Then we have a book. This is called the Essential Career Guide. The Essential Career Guide is a hard book for students seeking to prepare themselves adequately for the world of work. It provides insights into career opportunities, progression pathways, subject requirements for specific career fields, funding opportunities for students, emerging careers, and the government-sponsored student placement process. So it is a very, very important book. It also highlights the education and training requirements for various careers at all levels, whether artisan, craft certificate, diplomas, and degrees. So I would urge every school to have a number of copies in their library to help these students make informed career decision. How do they access the book? The book is available in all major bookshops across the country. At what cost? The cost is 350 shillings. Then the other thing we are also doing on a career area is we have developed an online tool called Career Expert System. Right now it is in a pilot. We are piloting, but we are going to roll it out very soon. The online career assessment tool is just like the one that are found in the internet, like the Myers-Briggs, like the Holland Career Code, and so on. But now this one is tailor-made for our people here. So the students are able to log in. They are able, the system asks them a number of personal questions in terms of their abilities, their interests, their passion, their dreams. And then if they answer those questions objectively and sincerely, then the system is able to direct them to the kind of careers that they can fit in very well. Then after that, it takes them now to the subjects that are required for those careers. So that means this student, before they even drop some of the subject in Form 1 or in Form 2, they will be able to know themselves and they know which area they can fit very well. And this will avoid now this issue of transferring.
Okay.
It means these students, when they are doing their course selection for the university or the college, they will be able to select the right career choice.
Okay.
And therefore they will be happy, and they will be able to pursue their passion.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably people know you for maybe placement services and maybe education. How do you do your CSR? Like, how do you give back to the community, especially in terms of sponsorships, internships, attachments to universities and colleges? Do you do that? And what are the channels through which you can access such services?
Through the Public Service Commission, we normally have interns every year. Okay. So our internship ran for a whole year. Like now we have 6 interns. After the end of the year, they exit, and then another batch comes in. So every time we normally have interns in different areas, because just like any other organization, we have different departments. We have HR, we have ICT, we have procurement, we have the placement, we have research. So we have different departments, and every year we bring in those interns so that they can have the hands-on experience and skills, so that when they go out there, they are employable, because they have worked with us for the whole year. Then we are also following the presidential directive on tree planting.
Oh, tree planting.
So wherever we go to a school, because we are invited in very many secondary schools, we ensure that we plant trees.
Okay. So
we have a target of 30 trees per employee. Every staff member must plant 30 trees at the end of financial year.
Okay.
We also donate some of the items that we use, like because our system is online, so we process everything using internet, using computers, laptops. So we always keep ourselves with the latest. So whatever we had been using, we normally donate. Like we donated a number of our computers at Kapsabet Boys High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So instead of disposing them, we donated them to schools.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are some of our CSR.
Thank you so much. That was quite profound, and I believe that having gotten the information, it is important that we get to your social media handles and where we can get you maybe after this interview.
So we have different ways that you can get to us. We have Facebook. Our Facebook is just our full name, Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service.
Yeah.
You will find us there. We also have our website, which is www.kuccps.ac.ke. We also are there in the Instagram. We are also we normally even go to media.
Okay.
The mainstream media.
Oh, mainstream media.
Yeah, we are normally invited in Citizen TV, in KTN, so that we are able to disseminate information on our programs. So we are there, and again we are in Huduma centers.
Okay.
Though we are not in all of the Huduma centers, but right now we are in 15 Huduma centers.
Okay.
So Nairobi, GPO, we have Nakuru, we have Eldoret, we have Kitale, we have Kakamega, we have Kisumu, we have Narok, we have Mombasa, we have Kitui, we have Garissa, we have Meru, we have Laikipia, and we have Isiolo, and even here in Nyeri.
Okay.
So you can find us in any of those Huduma centers. And then the Huduma centers that we are not present, we have capacity build the cyber operators within the Huduma centers.
Okay.
So any query that you need, you can go to pop into any Huduma center across the country, and it will be helped.
Okay.
If they are not able to answer your query, they are able to get us, and we are able to help any client that get in there.
Thank you so much. From Ndege University of Technology grounds, here with us was Mr. Gichinga, and he has tried to do his best in covering the questions that we asked. And for any query that you may be having for this particular program or for KU CCPS, we have our website right here with us. That is www.kuccps.ac.ke. As well, you can follow through with us at Dedan Kimathi University of Technology, your school of choice as we better life through technology. At this juncture, I'd love to say goodbye till next time. Thank you.